Once again, thanks very much for taking the time to listen to this module. Really, it's a follow-up on the previous model talking about the clinical verbatim seminar. So that one, as I said in the previous module, sometimes it takes you a whole 3 hours to do it completely, and then you got to meet together with a group and then have a case study. That's wonderful. But the skills that we develop doing that, we can actually try and apply it on a day-to-day basis with our regular pastoral visits. I'm hoping that you will be able to keep brief written records of every pastoral visit that you make. So here we go. As I said, it's based on the training that has been going on for just about 100 years from clinical pastoral education. It was started in 1925 when a medical doctor who was also teaching in a Bible school and then a pastor, they were concerned that the training given to pastors was not only theoretical, but they had a chance to go and actually have contacts, make visits in hospital, begin to reflect and learn so that each pastoral visit is a learning experience. So you can imagine, you know what it's like. You go to your GP, he may not remember you from the last visit, all right? You got so many patients, but his nurse or he himself pulls up the record and he spend just a few moments looking at the record of your last visit, all right? And that prepares him to give you good medical attention. Now, in the same way, a pastoral care volunteer should keep brief notes of each visit. It only takes a little while, so we want to make this practical and relevant so that it actually helps you improve the quality of your care. All right, so we are keeping these notes. Of course, they should be confidential. You have your own way of doing that. And it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes to write up these notes after each visit. All right, so you've got to have a system so that's easy to retrieve, just like your GP. If he can't find your last record, that means he's not a good GP, so easy to retrieve. And then you just refer to it for a couple of minutes before your next visit. It kind of prepares you. And of course, so what are the information you're keeping? As it were, a file. You've got a file for each person, obviously the name. And then you've got so this is what I have for each person. I've got a name. That helps me to find the file, you know the person's name. That helps you locate the file. And then summary data, that's the first section. And what do you have in the summary data? Well, you can imagine, the name, family background, education, occupation, all your conversation. Slowly you're building a picture of this person's life, what his hobbies, interesting stories that he has. And then it's all part of gathering information so that you can help that person put together a legacy document. That's another module, which I think you've gone through already. But that's all part of this summary data. And then after the name, summary data, there's another important section, your reflections and your thoughts about the next visit. You see, so after you've done a first visit, you take that 10 minutes just to reflect, record some, then you say, okay, I think maybe the next visit I can do this. And you just put that down. Because if you don't put it down, you won't remember for the next visit. All right. And then, of course, you number and date each visit with brief notes about the visit. And of course, as we are learning about attentive listening, it's just a very brief summary, the content of the conversation, but also how the person was feeling. All right. So that's all in the brief notes. As I said, it shouldn't take you more than 10 minutes for each visit. So I hope you will start this discipline. It's a very important discipline of keeping brief records of each pastoral visit that you've made. Thank you.